In the peaceful village of Kajani lived two girls whose friendship would one day inspire an entire nation. Their names were Maya Njeri and Brenda Wanjiru. Maya came from a loving, middle-class family where her parents taught her that success begins with discipline. Just a few streets away lived Brenda Wanjiru, who shared Maya's dreams, determination, and belief that hard work could open any door. Every morning, the two friends walked to school together, dreaming about a future that seemed far away but never impossible. Neither of them knew that the choices they would make in the years ahead would change not only their own lives, but also the future of Kajani village forever. Every morning, Maya and Brenda walked through the gates of Kajani Secondary School with hope in their hearts. They loved learning and encouraged each other to work hard. In class, they listened carefully, believing that education was the key to a better future. They shared laughter, stories, and simple moments that strengthened their friendship. As they looked ahead, both girls dreamed of building successful careers and making their families proud, never imagining how far those dreams would one day take them. As the school day came to an end, Maya and Brenda walked home talking about the future. Maya dreamed of building a company that would create opportunities for others, while Brenda dreamed of becoming a respected business leader. Before they parted that evening, the two friends made a promise: no matter where life took them, they would never stop believing in their dreams or in each other. One morning, the school principal announced a county-wide business innovation competition. Students were invited to present ideas that could solve real problems in their communities. Maya and Brenda immediately saw it as an opportunity to learn and challenge themselves. That afternoon, they began planning together, determined to give their very best. Although Maya worked hard in school, mathematics was her greatest challenge. No matter how much she studied, the subject never came easily to her. On the other hand, Brenda excelled in every subject and was always the top student in the class. During mathematics lessons, Brenda answered difficult questions with confidence, while Maya struggled to keep up. Deep inside, Maya wished that one day she would overcome her weakness. But she never imagined that mathematics would soon become the source of the biggest challenge in her school life. Mathematics lessons were always the hardest part of Maya's day. Brenda answered difficult questions with confidence, but Maya struggled despite her best efforts. One morning, Mr. Wanjiru called Maya to the blackboard. She tried to solve the problem, but the answer wouldn't come. After class, Maya saw Brenda waiting outside the staff room. As Mr. Wanjiru walked out and the two left together, Maya finally realized that the strict mathematics teacher was Brenda's father. The mathematics lessons became more difficult with each passing day. Whenever Maya made a mistake, Mr. Wanjiru corrected her more harshly than the other students. His words embarrassed her, but they did not destroy her determination. After class, Brenda comforted her best friend and reminded her not to give up. That evening, Maya made a quiet promise to herself. She would never allow one subject to define her future. A new day began, but Maya's determination remained stronger than ever. She listened carefully in every mathematics lesson and wrote down every explanation, hoping that practice would help her improve. After class, while most students hurried home, Maya stayed behind to study. Seeing her friend's determination, Brenda sat beside her and patiently explained the difficult questions, reminding Maya that every challenge could be overcome with persistence. As the weeks passed, mathematics became Maya's greatest struggle. Every mistake seemed to bring another harsh correction from Mr. Wanjiru, and each lesson left her confidence a little weaker. Her classmates began noticing the tension, and even Brenda felt helpless as she watched her best friend lose hope. Alone after class, Maya wondered how much longer she could keep going. That afternoon, Maya was called to the staff room. Hoping for guidance, she walked in quietly. But instead she was criticized in front of several teachers. The words cut deeply, and Maya left feeling humiliated and defeated. Outside, Brenda found her best friend in tears. For the first time, Maya admitted that she no longer believed she belonged at Kajani Secondary School. That evening, Maya arrived home with a heavy heart. As she sat with her parents, she finally broke down and told them everything that had been happening at school. Through tears, she confessed that she wanted to transfer because she no longer had the strength to face the daily humiliation. Her father remained silent for a moment before speaking gently. Maya, listen to me carefully. Life will always place difficult people and difficult situations in your path. If you run away today, you may spend your whole life running from every challenge that comes your way. Mathematics is only one subject. It is important, but it does not define your intelligence, your character, or the person you will become. What truly matters is your honesty, your kindness, your determination, and your willingness to keep learning even when things are hard. Never allow someone else's words to convince you that your dreams are too small or impossible. One day, the same people who doubt you today may be surprised by everything you achieve. Her mother gently held Maya's hand and added, "We believe in you with all our hearts. We know you are capable of great things. Keep working hard, keep praying, and never stop believing in yourself. We will always stand beside you." Those words touched Maya deeply. She wiped away her tears, found new courage, and decided that she would stay at Kajani Secondary School and face every challenge with confidence.
The following morning, Maya woke up with a heart that felt much lighter than it had the day before. As she prepared for school, she remembered every word her parents had spoken to her the previous evening. Their encouragement gave her a new kind of strength, one that no embarrassment or harsh criticism could easily take away. When she arrived at Kajani Secondary School, she made a silent promise to herself that she would never again allow fear to control her dreams. She walked into the mathematics classroom with confidence, even though she knew the lesson would not be easy. Every explanation from Mr. Wanjiru, every example written on the blackboard, and every exercise in her notebook became another opportunity to learn instead of another reason to give up. She listened carefully, asked herself questions, and continued writing down every important step, determined to improve little by little. Brenda noticed the change in her friend and smiled proudly. During break time, she reminded Maya that success does not happen overnight and that every great achievement begins with small, consistent efforts. Those words encouraged Maya even more. After classes ended, instead of rushing home like many other students, Maya remained behind in the school library. She opened her mathematics textbooks, revised the day's lesson, and solved every practice question she could find. Some answers were correct, while others were wrong. But this time she refused to become discouraged. She understood that every mistake was teaching her something new. As the evening sun shone through the library windows, Maya closed her notebook with a smile. She knew the journey ahead would still be difficult, but she had made an important decision. She would face every challenge with courage. Keep learning, keep believing in herself, and never allow one subject to determine the future she dreamed of. A few days later, Mr. Wanjiru walked into the classroom carrying a pile of mathematics test papers. Without warning, he announced a surprise test. The room fell silent as every student focused on the questions before them. Brenda answered each problem with confidence, while Maya took a deep breath and carefully worked through every calculation. She remembered her parents' words and refused to panic, even when some questions seemed impossible. When the test papers were returned the next day, Brenda had once again achieved one of the highest marks in the class. Maya's results were disappointing, but something had changed inside her. Instead of feeling defeated, she looked at every mistake as another opportunity to learn. She carefully reviewed the corrections, opened her textbook, and began practicing again. For the first time, Maya realized that success was not about never failing. It was about having the courage to stand up, learn from every setback, and keep moving forward no matter how difficult the journey became. The days that followed were different. Maya no longer studied mathematics because she feared failure. She studied because she believed that every small step brought her closer to becoming better. Every morning, she arrived at school a little earlier than before, spending quiet moments practicing questions that had once seemed impossible. Brenda noticed her determination and continued encouraging her, reminding her that progress was measured one step at a time. During one mathematics lesson, Maya surprised herself by answering a difficult question correctly. For a brief moment, she hoped Mr. Wanjiru would recognize her effort. Instead, he simply turned back to the blackboard and continued teaching without saying a single word. The silence hurt, but this time Maya did not allow it to break her spirit. She had learned that true confidence does not always come from being praised by others. Sometimes, it comes from knowing that you are stronger today than you were yesterday. Maya smiled quietly to herself. She knew her journey was far from over, but for the first time, she could see that she was slowly moving forward. As they walked home together that evening, Brenda reminded Maya that every great achievement begins with patience and persistence. Maya smiled, knowing she was fortunate to have a friend who believed in her, even on the days when she struggled to believe in herself. As the end-of-term examinations drew closer, a feeling of excitement and nervousness spread throughout Kijani Secondary School. Every student understood the importance of doing well, and the classrooms, library, and school compound became filled with learners revising together. Brenda remained calm and confident, but she never forgot her best friend. Every day, she patiently explained mathematics problems, encouraging Maya to keep practicing without losing hope. At home, Maya spent long evenings revising while her parents quietly supported her with words of encouragement and unwavering belief. She knew the examinations would not be easy, but she also knew she was no longer the frightened girl who wanted to run away from her challenges. Each page she read, each question she solved, and each mistake she corrected brought her one step closer to becoming stronger. As she and Brenda walked to school the next morning, Maya looked ahead with confidence. For the first time in a long while, she was not thinking about failure. She was thinking about giving her very best, no matter what the results would be. The long-awaited examination week had finally arrived. Across Kijani Secondary School, every student understood that the next few days would test not only their knowledge but also the effort they had put into their studies throughout the term. Maya walked into the examination room with mixed emotions. She was nervous, yet she remembered the promise she had made to herself and the encouraging words her parents had shared. When the mathematics paper was placed on her desk, she took a deep breath and read every question carefully before writing her answers. Some questions felt familiar, while others were still difficult. But unlike before, Maya refused to panic. She stayed calm, answered what she could, and gave every question her best effort. When the final bell rang, she handed in her paper with quiet confidence. As she and Brenda walked out of the examination room together, Maya smiled for the first time in many weeks. She didn't know what her results would be, but she knew one thing for certain: she had faced her fears, worked hard, and refused to give up. Whatever happened next, that alone was a victory. Results day finally arrived, and the entire school gathered with excitement and nervous anticipation. One by one, students received their report cards and celebrated their achievements. Brenda once again proved herself to be an outstanding student, earning excellent marks across every subject. Maya proudly applauded her best friend, knowing that Brenda's success had always come through dedication and hard work. When Maya opened her own report card, she smiled with relief. She had improved in many of her subjects, showing that her determination was beginning to bear fruit. Mathematics, however, remained her most difficult subject. For a brief moment, disappointment crept into her heart. But this time, she did not allow it to erase all the progress she had made. Brenda reminded her that growth is measured not only by perfect scores but also by the courage to keep moving forward. As the two friends walked home together, Maya looked at her report card one last time and smiled. She knew she still had a long journey ahead, but she also knew she was no longer the same girl who wanted to run away from her challenges. Every step she had taken had made her stronger. The school term had finally come to an end, and the holidays brought a welcome break for everyone. Maya returned home carrying her report card with mixed emotions. Although mathematics was still her weakest subject, she was proud of the progress she had made in her other studies. Her parents welcomed her with warm smiles and reminded her that every improvement, no matter how small, was worth celebrating. They praised her determination and encouraged her to continue working hard, without comparing herself to anyone else. Meanwhile, Brenda returned home with excellent results once again. Her parents were proud of her achievements, and Mr. Wanjiru congratulated her for maintaining her position as one of the best students in the school. During the holidays, life in Kijani village became peaceful and joyful. Maya spent time helping her parents with chores around the home, while Brenda often came to visit her. The two friends laughed together, shared stories, and talked about the future they dreamed of building. Sitting beneath their favorite tree one quiet evening, they promised each other that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would continue supporting one another and never stop believing in their dreams. As the sun slowly disappeared beyond the hills of Kijani village, Maya looked toward the horizon with hope, believing that her future was only beginning. Months passed, and the day every student had been waiting for finally arrived. Kijani Secondary School celebrated its graduation ceremony, marking the end of years filled with learning, friendship, challenges, and unforgettable memories. Maya proudly stood beside Brenda as they received their graduation certificates. Although their journeys through school had been very different, they had reached this important milestone together. Their families celebrated with joy, knowing how much hard work and perseverance had brought them to this day. As the celebrations came to an end, Maya and Brenda returned to their favorite place, beneath the old tree in Kijani village. There, they made one final promise to each other. No matter where life would lead them, they would remain true friends, continue encouraging one another, and never stop chasing the dreams they had shared since childhood. As they walked home carrying their certificates, they looked toward the future with hope, unaware that life was about to test their friendship and determination in ways they had never imagined. A few days after graduation, Maya visited Brenda's home to celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. The two friends spent the afternoon laughing, remembering their school days, and talking excitedly about the future they hoped to build. Ruth welcomed Maya warmly, treating her like part of the family. But everything changed when Mr. Wanjiru arrived home. The smile on his face disappeared the moment he saw Maya sitting in the living room. The atmosphere became tense, and Maya quietly decided it was time to leave. Brenda couldn't understand why her father had suddenly become so distant. Later that evening, after the house had become quiet, Ruth gently asked her husband why his attitude had changed so quickly. Mr. Wanjiru sighed and replied, "That girl, Maya, failed mathematics terribly. I don't believe she has much of a future." Ruth looked at him with disappointment and said, "Joseph, a student's mark in one subject cannot tell you who they will become. Every child deserves respect, encouragement, and the chance to prove themselves. Sometimes the person everyone doubts becomes the one who changes the world." Mr. Wanjiru said nothing. He simply looked away, unaware that one day he would remember those very words.